Ready?
You ready? Customary
Go,
pop.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Do you feel left out?
I do now.
Sorry. It was perfect when Courtney was on and Brock popped them at the same time.
Nice.
All right. Welcome, everybody. What's up, guys? We are here today joined by our friend Anthony. Yeah, say hi, Anthony.
Hello.
Oh, it's almost past Thanksgiving, almost Christmas time.
3 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's on a Wednesday? No,
No,
Thursday. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's freaking flying by, man.
Yeah, I need to go Christmas shopping.
I'm done with mine.
Done with yours.
Yeah.
Dang, you're making me look bad. Okay.
Starting November. All done.
Wow.
You get all those sales, all the big deals, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How you do it.
Smart.
Amazon, everything.
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. I'll have to take notes.
Dude, Malachi coming in Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
We're
literally.
getting 2 hours before the mall closes or something, trying to
Shopping.
Fine. Yeah.
shop for everybody. Oof.
Yeah, that's me. I don't like Christmas shopping, so I wait until the last possible minute.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Well,
All right. Cool. Well, welcome back to the NGPT podcast. Today we have a very special guest, someone who has grown from athlete to part-time coach to full-time pillar of the NGPT team. He is N1 certified in anatomy and biomechanics, certified in nutrition, a coach who genuinely pours into his clients, and someone elevating the future of NGPT's nutrition department. Welcome, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. So kind of want to start segment one with your origin story. I want to dive into how it all started, specifically your journey from meeting Brock and being hired to NGPT. You started working with Brock in early off season after competing in your 2021 show, correct?
Yeah.
What led you to teaming up with Brock?
So originally when I started competing in 2021, I was going through an online coach based in the UK. And then after the show process, I met Brock through a mutual friend of mine when at LA Fitness. And then from there, we just sat down, had a conversation, did a consult, and then we just worked in the off season. And from there, we put on lots of muscle from there. And then after that, I realized how much how much training and nutrition takes into it. And I want to invest that and start a career. And yeah, that's how it pretty much started for us.
Yeah.
I didn't know you started as a client.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
That's
his
interesting.
online client.
Really?
Yeah. At first.
Just like
Yeah.
programming
Yeah.
essentially.
Like it was when he was back in that old location and we had like sessions like once every so often
Okay.
in person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was majority online and it was a lot of things that I had no idea. And
Yeah.
because at that point I was uneducated. I
Right.
just knew, just lift heavy and everything, but it goes more into that.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you come to ARC for like the first time before I even knew you, and you were like this big, strong dude. I'm like, who's this dude stealing all the plates over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
He still has a tendency to do that.
Yeah, just a bit.
But
What they don't know is they're fake plates, right?
Yeah. One of my clients likes to call them styrofoam. Anytime she sees somebody lifting a whole lot, she goes, "It would be harder if they were real." And I go, you know what? I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you kind of, during that time, you talked about how it sparked your interest and you realized you actually had a real passion for helping others. What was kind of that process like from after you started working with Brock to, I want to do this full time?
Right.
You know, what was that process like for you?
So at that point, I was juggling between careers and everything. Originally, I wanted to be an athletic director. But
you say a what director?
Athletic director.
Athletic director.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after thinking about that career, realized how much more like certifications, like schooling had to do for that.
Formal schooling.
Yeah, formal school. And I'm someone who I can't sit down in office from 8 to 5 on the desk. Like I need to move on. So I knew I had a passion for fitness and everything. So, and a lot of my friends and everything said, have you consider like training, because even like on the side, I'll just like train people for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how people started.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So athletic director, you were So you're a former basketball player, correct?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
did basketball back in high school, and I played a little bit in college.
okay?
I don't remember. Where did you say you played in college? I didn't remember.
Messiah.
You played at Messiah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I thought so. That's not bad.
Hold on, there's people giving me eye looks right now.
Yeah. Who's this?
Look at
Brock, okay.
those. Our
That's
weekly
okay.
interruption
Yeah, I was
brought
gonna
to you
say
by
that's
Brock and Jason.
That's a staple.
How long can we ignore them?
Or just stare them down. Just look them dead in the eyes.
Yeah.
Make them uncomfortable, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what position did you play in basketball?
Started as center and then moved into power forward.
Yeah.
Going into college, you moved to power forward.
No, from high school. That was like
Oh.
from college. It was just like rec sports, so it was just
Okay.
open.
Mm.
I see what you're
I
saying.
originally wanted to do the tryout for the team, but
Yeah.
at that moment, it was just too many players.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 That's not bad. That's wild.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
wish I could have played. Oh, it would have been so
Man,
much fun.
basketball was my love growing up.
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
too short.
We need to
And out
find a
shape.
Saturday to go.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we
that would
are.
be fun.
We
Yeah.
will definitely do that.
That would be cool. And at
Yeah.
this point, it's going to have to be inside somewhere.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, a friend of mine down in Big Spring, he opens up the middle school gym, and I've been going down there with him, which is fun.
Yeah.
But that's Sunday during church time, so it's hard to find people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I've been skipping church.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
can't wait to dunk on Anthony. You know,
If you can reach the
actually, I can't.
if you even can touch it.
Out of all of us, I might have the best chance to get Anthony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to screw right now.
True. Very true.
I'll just stand back and be that sharpshooter.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. Every
Right.
team needs
Just
one.
shoot threes. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
If you're
man.
good,
Make it rain.
If you're a three-point shooter, you're good.
Every team needs one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I play
No.
so much better when I have somebody to kick the ball out to. It's going to make the shot.
Yeah.
So much better. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So you joined NGPT in 2023. So it was originally a part-time gig. You quickly expanded into full-time coaching. How long of a process was that before you were actually had your books full? And what was the process like from being hired into finally getting there? Like, what steps did you take to get full books? You know,
Like the
because
process.
because it can be quite difficult, especially with like a roster of coaches, right? So it's like we're always out, you know, putting ourselves out there, you know, meeting people. So kind of how did you go about that?
Think at when I was hired, it took a decent time. I would say probably close to maybe just around like a year ish around there. And that was when like the gym like kind of like started like I think it was like I think I joined after close to 6 months when it's opened. So it was still pretty new, so hard to get like a lot of clients because word of mouth and everything. But what was the other part?
But
Sorry.
naturally, with the growth of the gym, did you see more clientele coming in? Like, what was your approach to getting new clients?
Yeah, over time, like I knew I had to go out of my comfort zone a little bit and talk to people on the floor because I was someone who I just worked a retail job.
There
I was
You're
someone who
good.
just worked like a retail job, so I wasn't in someone who's like I had to go out of my way and introduce myself. So that was very hard just to get out of my comfort zone. And took some quite time. So, but over like after practicing that, you know, got comfortable, people knew who I was, you know. So yeah, and I was able to get like I think right now I still have some of my own clients and that are still on top of me, so which is a plus, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so you were working retail while being part-time here, right?
Just for a little bit, yeah.
Okay. And I remember you were Target, right?
Target,
Yeah.
Oddly enough, me and Anthony, he worked at the Mechanicsburg store. What time was this? You said 2023, 2024?
Yeah, that's when I stopped slowly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So the same time I was working at Target at the Mechanicsburg store. And when his boss left Mechanicsburg, he came to my store. And I hated that guy. I was not a fan, unfortunately. But
that'll make any work atmosphere bad.
right.
I think once I went to the Chambersburg store or Shippensburg, I think, to help for the holiday season, and he was there. So I won't be surprised you were probably there at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, you may have seen me. It was the Carlisle store, but
okay, yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was I didn't like really working at Target anyway. I don't think most people
No,
do, but
it's a good
yeah,
first job for
for
a lot
sure.
of young kids just trying to get some extra income.
Absolutely.
But long term,
No bueno.
no.
So what is so weird is I come up here and so Target's awesome, right? And there's like 5 or 6 Targets within this certain radius, and like
Mhm.
back home, there's not one within like an hour,
Really?
which is so crazy.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
didn't know it was so regional.
Yeah, I had to
Huh.
travel an hour north just to get to the nearest Target,
Wow.
which is crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Huh.
small
So I
town.
guess you really weren't frequently going to any sort of Target or anything like
No,
that.
no.
Now, a lot of the times they kind of go hand in hand. Do you have a Walmart near you or
Mhm.
something?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Okay.
literally like 5 minutes away.
Right. That
Yeah,
kind of figured. Wow. I had no idea.
but it's probably a good thing because man, you can spend some money in that place.
It's Target for a reason.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can.
Absolutely.
There's a reason why I don't go there. It was great with the discounts when I was
Oh
working
yeah.
there, but now it's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
got
like,
spoiled, and now you're like,
yeah,
oh, what happened?
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's my
Dude, I
discount?
kept my employee discount card for like a year after I left.
Oh
I
yeah,
think I still have it in my
yeah.
wallet.
When I stopped, I was like, when are they going to stop giving me my
Right?
discount? Because
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I hope they know I don't work here, but I'm not
Right.
going to say anything.
Yeah, no, why would you? That's on
It's
them
like
to
discount,
terminate it.
Well, you
you
done
know?
outed yourself now,
Right.
so
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah,
At this point it's fine.
yeah.
But no, it's
so it's been coming up on 2.5, 3 years now. This coming year that you've been here.
Yeah, wow.
So what have been some of your proudest transformations and greatest achievements for some of your clients?
So one of my first clients ever, his name is Bernie. He was like the OG. Um, he came to me about the same time I joined around like December of 2023, around there. And he was dealing with a lot of like personal issues and everything. He was up like around like the 350 like weight gap. So
a bigger
it
gap.
was it was hard, but over the time we able to like get his nutrition like squared away and everything. We built a great relationship from there. And like he's not where he wants to be right now, but he is someone who it's baby steps always.
Mm,
He has full-time job. He's a very busy guy. So he's like someone that you can make it work as long as you put in the work. You
yeah.
know, it's not gonna work if you just put 1%. You know, you
Mm,
gotta go at least halfway, at least something, you know, and that's better than nothing.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
reasonable. I didn't realize you've had Bernie for so long.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
Good for him. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, he gives me his famous chocolate chip cookies all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
yeah. So
It's not bad.
Yeah.
it's
Can't beat that,
awesome.
I
So it goes hand
suppose.
in hand.
Right?
Yeah.
He's gonna make them. Hopefully he has 2 or 3 and then gives you the rest.
Yes. That's what he
Right.
did the other day. He was like, "Here's 4 cookies for you and Sam." I was like,
Uh,
"All right, cool.
nice.
Just split them in half. Let's see about that."
Nice. Gotcha. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's been pretty awesome to see just over the course of the time since you've started, like how much confidence you have, been able to build up in yourself, and just seeing you on the gym floor, day after day, you're growing, confidence is sky high all the time. So that's good to see. I'm sure the transformations and all the clients, achieving goals and stuff has helped that a lot, right?
Yeah. In the beginning, I was just very, I guess you can call it antisocial in the beginning part, and then I knew that this career is not gonna work if I don't like put some effort in there.
Mm.
So I was able to work with Josh for some time. He runs Just Speaking Voice.
Hmm.
And he was able to, in the first few months, get me out of my comfort zone and be more confident. So that helped me. But then from there, it's just been growth after growth. And yeah,
Yeah.
It's good.
yeah,
It's good. It's good to hear.
yeah,
It can happen quick too, as long as you're putting in that effort,
exactly.
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's good.
So I want to jump into segment 2 here, becoming a coach and some of your certifications. One thing we strive for and excel here at NGPT is continuing education, and that is something you have prioritized too. So you have a cert in N1 education, biomechanics, and anatomy. How has that kind of shaped how you coach nowadays, as far as like assessing movements, knowing setup execution, things like that.
Yeah. So it has sharpened my mind tremendously. Before I joined, I was like, what the heck is a length and exercise? What's a shorten? What's biomechanics?
Mm-hmm.
Those were questions where I was like just unaware of. So when I was able to take the N1 course, gave me a little more understanding of what resistance profile you want to achieve, how the setup depends on the individual of how their body frame is. So obviously, I still have much more learning to do, but
As we all.
like we all do. But at least I'm at a position where I can be able to set an exercise accurately as well, and I'm just continuing to grow from there.
Yeah. How you were at the N1 practical we went to?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been a year and a
In
half.
Colorado,
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it's crazy
probably
how
2
long it's
years
been.
at this point.
Yeah,
yeah.
be 2 summers ago this coming June, I think. So
Oh, really?
it's been a bit.
Wow.
How much of a role did that play into helping you like learn some of that stuff, like being able to do it hands-on, see it
Yeah,
first
it was
person?
very, very useful because we don't know how to target the muscle if we don't experience ourselves. So I feel like with new exercises, I'm not gonna have someone do a client do an exercise if I've never achieved myself.
Mm.
So knowing be able to experience it firsthand and how to go about it
Yeah.
really opens your eyes big and being able to push yourself as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys must have like gotten back from that practical just before I started, I think.
I think it was around June or July of 2023.
Really?
I think wasn't it in March? I feel like it was around March time because it was
Well,
still
March would have been the Arnold.
It was
Okay.
around June because I remember either right before that or right after that, me and Chris went to the Braves Phillies game, and that
Okay.
was like I think July, so it was
Okay.
somewhere around
Yeah.
that time frame.
Yeah.
May, June,
So-
July. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I
That's
know.
all.
I know it was after my potential second show,
Oh,
so it
yeah.
was like probably 2022.
Mhm.
Right.
No, 4.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I
Yeah,
graduated in
I don't know.
24. I didn't
I don't
get
know.
it.
I don't know.
I wasn't here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something with
I
that.
don't know. Time flies too
Yeah.
fast. All I know is we went and
And we had fun,
Yeah.
and we ate food.
and we trained freaking
Yeah.
hard. It was 2
Yeah.
days for like 4 days
Yeah.
in a row.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
I remember
Yeah.
like whenever like we had a break, it was like we went to the same place over and over
Mhm.
For
and over
food?
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was like what like a pretty much like a small little market.
Yeah.
And they had stuff, and wherever we ate, it had to
Mhm.
be fresh food. I know
Right.
all the time I ate, I just grabbed sushi, and that's it.
Well, yeah, there's a grocery store right there in walking distance, but there's also like there was like a sandwich shop like right next door to
Yeah,
that
that's
we
right.
went to a
Yeah,
couple times. But
yeah.
Where in Colorado is it? I
Boulder,
it was in Boulder.
Mhm.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've heard that's a really nice place.
yeah, it's so beautiful, man.
That's
I wish
cool.
we actually had time to like go
Explore.
sightsee because we were literally at N1 from pretty
Yeah.
much sunrise almost to sunset every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
And then you're so
Dang.
freaking exhausted after that.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like,
It's like you're waking up like at 5 a.m. Had to be there at 7 or 8.
Jeez.
You're done
Yeah.
by like
well, and
dinner.
trying to get like 15 people together all wrangled
Right.
up to
Yeah,
be somewhere at a
true.
specific time.
Yeah.
Man.
That's hard.
It's hard.
And there's like sit down lectures for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
You're like falling asleep because you're like
Yeah.
If you're not used to getting up that early, yeah.
you're not used to, or
That's
you're
true.
not used to sitting down for a long period of time, listening to
Yeah.
someone talk about this. Yeah, it can be a
Right.
lot.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's so fun though, man. I want to go back so bad.
I think I
Yeah.
would have taken like a day before and a day after
Yeah.
just to like explore.
Yeah.
That would have been so much fun.
Dude, it's so beautiful out
I've
there.
Yeah.
The
yet to go
mountains.
out west.
Yeah, next time we
Yeah.
go, we gotta make sure we have like a day or two kind of to like
Yeah. Before and
yeah,
after.
Mhm.
to see some stuff and
That
do
would
some
be
stuff.
sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
So recently you've discovered an area of health and fitness that you truly love, and that's nutrition. Tell us about some of your recent studies and certifications within that.
Yeah, so I just started. I'm actually finishing up a certification through Lane Norton, and Lane
Mhm.
Norton, he's a researcher in nutrition and everything. So he's very well known. He has a lot of podcasts and everything, but he really dives deep into protein metabolism and how the body works in that category. And then along with that, there's another guy called Alan Aragon.
Yep.
I'm sure you guys know him.
Mhm.
So those two go hand in hand on resources that I find very useful enough.
Yeah, Alan's great too. I have one of his books.
Yeah.
Great source of knowledge.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. How have you, since like, I don't want to say shifting your focus, but since picking up that that interest in that certification, how has that kind of changed the way that you approach things with your clients, if at all? It might not.
Yeah, I feel like it has made them more aware of nutrition
Yeah.
because when we talk, training is great. But if your nutrition isn't, we come here because we want to lose weight, feel better.
Right.
But our conversations are majority spoken about what was your nutrition this week? What can we improve in? And we kind of have goals going forward
Yeah,
because that's why they count on us as well.
for sure.
So I feel like since then I've been very consistent with that.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot of progress on a lot of people, and they have been having more energy. So I'm
Good.
pretty happy with that.
So here's a question for you. Before your last show, had you already like started the process of digging deeper in nutrition? And if so, how did knowing some of that stuff help you?
Through prep.
Yeah, through prep.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting for prep. The interest kind of spiked a lot, but I guess like that's where it started because when we're in prep, it can be horrible.
Yeah.
It can be horrible.
Yeah.
So just knowing the difference of types of how to judge your macros based on this, you're not losing weight because you have sensitive, let's say you're glute sensitive, there's a lot of things you kind of have to keep an eye on whenever you're in deep prep. So I think that kind of made me a little aware of I enjoy learning about this stuff. It's confusing, but I enjoy it.
Right.
And just having to have the knowledge of that is pretty great.
There's a lot that goes into it too. Unfortunately, like a lot of people don't necessarily understand that aspect of nutrition. Like if you don't have, you can have the anatomy understanding and you can have the understanding of the food itself, but it almost takes a microbiology's approach to like understanding how your cells react to food, how it's absorbed and digested. And
Of course.
that is a whole nother level of understanding that most people don't have, and it's really cool that you've been interested enough to learn.
Because like some people say like, oh, isn't white bread bad? Says who?
Right.
Oh, says the internet.
Yeah.
Yep. There's no such thing as a good or bad food, right?
Like
Just something that goes towards your goal or doesn't.
Yeah,
Right.
like one of my clients actually tell me the same question yesterday. They're like, oh, potatoes are carb, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, how about white bread and versus whole grain bread? It's like, is it white extremely bad? So I don't have it. It's like, depends what you're looking for.
Right.
If you just want a simple carbohydrate, I would go for the white. But if you want more of a fiber-rich carb, yeah. So it's how you use them.
Right. Absolutely.
Like you can go home and have a donut and you can still lose weight. Like it's flexible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Make it work.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So I want to dive in here to segment 3. Just before we get into some like your personal life, and this is going to be about nutrition, passion, and your future vision. You talked about wanting to elevate nutrition here at NGPT. What does that look like going into 2026? You want to build nutrition to a more powerful, structured component of NGPT, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So I want to be able to go into 2026. I feel like a lot of people are just misunderstood and unaware of nutrition. So I want to be able to educate people of what is nutrition first. What is protein? Like why do we need protein? So being able to educate individuals and having like seminars, workshops, that forth, and just grow from there.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for especially us as coaches is bridging the gap between the basics and then like you talked about the physiological levels, what's happening within the body,
Yeah.
how it fuels certain processes, but also being like that source that we can, kind of silence the noise out there. There's so much noise, so much misinformation. Like at the roots, like nutrition is basic. Like if you are wanting to achieve a goal, it's very basic and how you do it is very simple, but there's just so much noise out there that leads to so much confusion, right? So trying to bridge that gap is also a big part of
It's
that.
also why we have all these influencers that they've seen an impact in their life, but that really it just varies on individuals.
Right.
What happens if someone comes to you with they have thyroid issues, and they can't lose weight, or their diet isn't going to be as easy as a regular person, so you gotta adapt to that.
Well, it could even go as far as to like, not even as far, but as close to home as like Yo working with Hannah, right? She has issues with her digestive system. Obviously, I don't want to not putting her stuff out there, but like she has to take a different approach to some of her nutrition because of said issues. And like you said, something as cookie cutter as it could be super simple for some people, but for her, it's going to take a little bit of a different approach.
More work to be done.
And the influencers that you see aren't going to be able to cover that for her. It's going to take somebody that understands her problems, like her coach, like Yo, to help her get to where she wants to go.
Yep. Everything is N of one, right?
Yeah.
Within everything, right? So
speaking of the devil.
Yeah. So like what necessarily works for one person definitely, cannot work for somebody else.
Right? Yeah, like I was working, you probably aware, Cheyenne. She came to me probably
4 months ago?
Probably 6 or so, around
so?
there, maybe around there. But she did a show around the same time I did, a bodybuilding show, and we did it around the same time frame. And she was dealing with just coach after coach. One of her coaches have her like eat 0 carbs, 0 fat, just to be leaner.
Deplete her.
Yeah. So like, I was like, so someone like that, like she was also hospitalized twice after that. So someone like that, it's just very hard to know what's the issue.
It's hard.
Yeah. She gained weight. She wanted to get back. So it was like not as easy. Like so. It took time, but we were able to give her a spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Very individualized.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So as far as like workshops, are there specific ones that you are really passionate about doing, like specific nutrition things you want to do? Or is it more like a general overview, more of like basic teaching, like how to build a plate? What's kind of on your mind?
Like right now, it's majority going to be just basic nutrition, like 101. What is protein? What's carbs? Just a basic. And from there, I want to deep more into like protein metabolism, what that is. Have a section of just protein, of just carbs, so forth. Get really not too sciencey with it, but have a list, give them at least an idea of how,
a little bit better understanding of how your body processes each. What happens whenever you consume them.
Because people know like what's metabolism. They don't know what that is.
Right.
Yeah. So
I
just knowing.
Yeah. I have to have conversations with clients all the time about like metabolism, what impacts it. And it's like,
and like people like, oh, my metabolism's not good. It was like, how do you know this? It was like, oh, it's like, well,
because I've gained weight.
Yeah. It's like, well, yeah, it doesn't help that you're not really doing that, but what boosts metabolism is just consume more protein, working out, sleep. You have to check those boxes.
I feel like it's one of the things, like misconception, like metabolism's like this magical number that you're just gifted with whenever you're born. That's not how that works.
And then people assume like, oh, it just goes down after high school, college. And then I said, deal with it. It's like, but you can keep it up.
So your BMR, so there are four
components
of your metabolism, right? So it's your BMR, basal metabolic rate. And that is just what your body burns just to live
at rest.
And that number really doesn't fluctuate a ton. But the more muscle you have, of course, the more that's going to be, and so on and so on. But also it's why we focus on minimally processed whole foods.
Right.
Because the thermic effect of food is so important. Whole foods, your body has to burn more energy to digest those, right? As opposed to processed foods, which are already broken down. Your body doesn't have to do as much work. So just shifting, if you did nothing else besides shift from eating fast food to cooking your own whole food meals, you're going to burn more calories just doing that, right?
Yeah.
But then you also have the exercise activity component, right? Which is what you're doing here. But we can only do so much of that because we only have so much recoverability. Right. And then we have the NEAT, or we focus so much on steps, just non-exercise activity thermogenesis, just something easy, helps with recovery.
Fidgeting.
All of that stuff. And when people often complain about, oh, my metabolism's so down, you'll have to take a look at your lifestyle, because a lot of people, as they age, they start doing less of the NEAT, less walking, less moving, more sitting on the couch, right? So that's NEAT is the biggest part of that kind of four-headed component thing that can really be beneficial. Like if we focus on to burn more calories, we're going to get better results.
And that can change like that.
Yeah.
That can change instantly. You start moving a little bit more.
Start moving, be more active, be aware of,
Yeah. I think one of the things that tends to go overlooked, and I'm really glad you brought it up, is like whenever you get older, and some people are going to be familiar with this term, but the sarcopenia aspect of that, as you get older, you will lose muscle mass, which is where I aged and my metabolism went away comes into play, because you will lose muscle mass, therefore your BMR will drop naturally. And the best part about being in a space like this is we can help people maintain some of that muscle mass longer into their life, keeping their metabolism and their BMR a little bit higher. That way they don't gain the weight that they don't want to.
And that's where protein kind of comes there, because the older we get, we need to consume much more protein. Like people are unaware of like how beneficial protein is.
So we talk about that thermic effect of food, right? Protein has the highest thermic effect of food, right? So if we burn roughly like 30% of that. So if we eat 100 calories of protein, 70 of that we're using and 30% of that we're burning. So we're actually only getting like 70 calories of that, correct? So that's another
lost.
Gets
lost very quickly.
And then as compared to like carbs and fats, which are, single digit, like low percentage as far as,
super easily stored.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Protein is king.
Yeah, I know.
More protein. I can talk about that stuff all day.
I love it, man.
Like, give me a whole plate of steak or chicken or whatever. I'm fine.
So what's your favorite meal? Give me your favorite protein, give me your favorite carb, and your favorite fat.
It's an interesting question.
And this is coming from the man that got me hooked on black and white muffins.
Hey, I
was on the black and white muffin diet.
I just give you one. Then what happens after that? I have no
control.
One turned into 100, turned into like 1,000.
I know. I gave you like 2 or 3 black and white muffins for your birthday, and I was like, "Here, you're gonna start your cut soon. All right, here you go, dude."
Dude, that might have been the worst thing you could have done for it. Oh my goodness.
No, but I think I would not go wrong with like probably favorite protein. Probably like a nice lean like beef source, like a steak of any sort.
You don't have a favorite cut? I do.
It just
absolutely.
What's that?
A bone-in ribeye.
Oh,
I haven't had a tomahawk yet, but that might change.
I like fillets, like fillet, but I just don't like the size of them. They're just so small.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't.
So you're more of like a steak and potato guy.
Yeah, steak and potatoes. Give me some steak with a side of fries. I'm cool.
The like steak cut fries, like those big thick boys.
Yeah,
those are good.
Those. Yep,
absolutely. What about you, Steven? What's your go-to?
Ooh, man, I have a very hard time staying under where I need to be for protein, because I could literally eat protein all day long.
So
right? Yes. So no, chicken. I love ground turkey, lean ground turkey, eggs, egg whites. I literally love all protein. Like, for me to pick a favorite, it's very tough.
Right.
Yeah,
that's very tough.
Yeah.
I'm interested. What is because I've had this conversation with some of my clients, and they kind of like they're taken back by it almost when it comes to like the breakdown for your meals. Which one of your meals is the highest in protein, and how high is it? I'm curious, because like I'll give you an example. My breakfast, I'll have like 3. Sometimes it's up to like 3 whole eggs and then like half a cup of egg whites, which is like 30-40 grams of protein right there. And then I'll have a little bit of peanut butter, probably like a tablespoon or a serving size, which is about 8 grams there. And then I'll have a 20-gram Greek yogurt. So that puts me at like almost 60-ish grams of protein just for one meal.
Yeah.
And some of my clients are like, well, how do you fit all of it in? And I'm like, well, you make decisions to find ways to add it to your meals. And they're like, oh, I never really even thought about that.
And that's like a good strategy for, we all have clients who struggle to like hit their protein goal. If you prioritize like especially that first meal, to like
Oh my goodness.
get a huge
Set
chunk
the
of
tone
protein
for the
in,
day.
yeah, you're
Mhm.
already way ahead of the game.
Right.
And then the rest of the day feels less daunting.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
But for me personally, I like to break down my protein kind of
Mhm.
evenly throughout the day.
Okay.
Between all my meals, I tend to maybe have a little bit more, maybe in my last meal of the day before bed.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's usually about another 8 or 10 hours before I eat again. So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
That's not bad. Nice.
Yeah.
So will you eat then like at 5 p.m. because you're here by 3 a.m.
What are some of your, like, I don't want to say hacks, but like favorite ways to get a little bit more protein into each meal? Obviously, egg whites is a really good way to do so.
Yeah, so if you're somebody that loves eggs, have a couple whole eggs and then
Mhm.
have a little bit more egg whites. If calories start to drop a little bit and
Right.
you can maybe take out a whole egg and add a little bit more egg whites. So,
Right.
I mean, that's a good hack. I love Greek yogurt. It's so easy to eat. It
On the go,
digests so
yeah.
easy. You can throw in frozen fruit with it.
It's very versatile.
Yeah,
Mhm.
always keep, just whey protein isolate on hand. I usually have that pre and post workout. It's super easy.
Right.
Because just a scoop of that's like roughly 30 grams.
Mhm.
You have
True.
2 of those pretty quick, and that's 60 grams. Start your day.
Easily.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Man, I found this Greek like pita wraps at Giant recently, and I'm
Ooh.
probably gonna hate myself for saying this because now they're gonna be sold out. But
With
Maybe.
those lavish ones
I
at Joe's or something? Because are they like big
I
ones?
can't. No, they're probably like, I don't know, probably like this.
Regular size.
Um,
Okay.
but they have like 15 grams of protein in a wrap
It's not bad.
and like 8 grams of fiber, and they're only like 180 calories.
Wow.
So I throw like
That's
chicken in
good.
there. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, that's 50, 60 grams of protein.
Right.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
Just make a
So
wrap.
I
Yeah.
love them, man. They're so
Yeah.
good.
That's fantastic. Okay. Mr.
Yeah.
Anthony, what about you?
Like
Nutrition
my
man.
easy. Just what was the question? I'm sorry.
You forgot the question already.
I did.
Which
Not really like
a
I don't
goldfish.
know, whatever. Yes, we got that too.
Which one of your meals would you say is like the highest in protein, right? Or like Steven, if he evenly distributes it through the day, and then like how do you what are some of your strategies to add a little bit more to each meal?
So for me, I have much more time in the morning
Okay.
for breakfast time. Coming towards lunch and dinner, it's like lunch. I also meal prep the week before.
Mhm.
So whatever I want to eat, I just meal prep 5, 6 minutes, whatever the case is. And
Nice.
then dinner just comes to the point where it's me and Sam eating. So we eat the same thing. So just kind of make sure to get whatever protein. It's not going to be much.
Mhm. Right.
So for breakfast, majority of the time, it's either I get those small little cartons of egg whites. I
Mhm.
put the whole thing in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mix in some veggies in there. And then for some extra protein, I kind of use like fat-free cheese,
Okay.
spring that around. Oh, Yo's working out now. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Jumping
there, jumping
jacks.
jacks.
All right, push-ups now.
He's doing some hit.
But yeah, those are like some easy ways. And then just getting like some protein shakes here and there. Finding like low calorie, high protein, like
Mhm.
on the go meals like yogurts are like a great option as well.
Yeah.
And trying to stay away from buffets, right, Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that also like shows the importance of planning a prep, right?
my
Because
goodness.
Yeah.
if you give yourself so much decision fatigue, you're going to give up,
Oh yeah.
or you're just going to be so frustrated, you're just going to grab whatever you can to eat.
Yep.
That's why it's so important to like. I like to tell people that you should really have a handful of like proteins that you rotate through
Yes.
most of the time.
Right.
Same handful of like carbs that you're rotating through,
Yeah.
and fats, and you can like mix and match those to create different meals.
Mhm.
But at the base, there's not that many foods that you're like choosing from,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, and you can cook them different ways. Like you can have chicken cooked one way or another way to
Mhm.
change it up, certain spices, whatever.
Right.
But it's very simple if you just, limit the decisions that you have to make,
Right.
right? And then, planning those out. Don't start your day with nothing tracked and
Right.
then you're just like grabbing whatever. Like the day before, plan out the day. So for me, I strive when I do this. I'm a creature of habit and I
Mhm.
love routine. So every day I eat the same exact thing all the time. So I know
Yep.
exactly what I'm getting,
There's
which
no guessing.
right, which also makes if I need to make adjustments to my calories, it's just a portion thing.
Yep.
You know, I decrease a portion or I increase it if I need more.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, it just makes it so much easier for you. And you also get your body into a routine if you like have specific meal times,
Right.
because your body loves structure.
Mhm.
If you're eating at different times every day, your body cannot adjust.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very important just being able to like plan ahead because a
Mhm.
lot of people fail because it's not planned.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like personally, I don't track my own like on apps per se because I'm just aware. I've been doing this for like so a while. So I'm
Mhm.
aware of what is this, what's that. But my
Right.
number one priority is get my protein in
Mhm.
and fill the rest in with carbs and fats.
Right.
You know, and as long as I have a rough number, like
Yeah.
I'm good. And then if I wanna reduce some, I'll just take it off a little bit, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you just gotta as long as you find a dieting plan and stay consistent, that's all that matters.
Yeah. The best diet out there is the ones you can stick to
Mhm.
consistently.
Yeah.
Right. So, and you
Absolutely.
mentioned like just being tracking for so long, like when you track for so long, you can kind of get to a point where you can eyeball things
Mhm.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you can just test yourself, I do this with peanut butter all the time, and I'm to a point where I can almost get it exactly on the number I want.
But it's kinda hard
Nice.
to kinda like, you know, get on
Yeah.
board because
And
like
that's when you know, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
you
got
got
it
some
right.
skills. So
For
If you
sure.
eyeball like for people if you it's like, "Oh, I had tables of peanut butter." It's like, "Did you weigh it?" I was like, "No, it's got a big spoon." It's like you're probably having 2 or 3 of those right
yes,
now.
and that's why weighing out on a food scale is so important, especially for like high fat foods. But peanut butter, 40 grams of peanut butter on a spoon can look exactly like a 20. And
Mhm.
then when you measure them both, you realize, oh, I
Yeah.
just had double the calories.
Right.
Oops.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I just had 50 grams of fat and just peanut butter," and I'm
Right.
like 34, 5 under or over, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Gets real slippery.
exactly.
Very
Yeah.
slippery.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But sorry, I was very, very derailed there before.
Oh, that was awesome. I mean, I love talking about this.
No,
But
no, protein's great, so
I'm glad.
Protein.
protein.
All right. I want to get into some personal life stuff here. So you've got a lot happening outside the gym. Let's dive into some of that. So first off, you got a wedding planned in the summer of 2026.
Yeah.
Very exciting. How has planning gone up to this point, and how excited are you?
First of all, how involved are you in planning?
Or is this all Sam?
Right.
I give her credit to it. I do. I appreciate like she's just extremely busy right now with like being a teacher and everything. So we've been like she's been doing a lot of like stuff with the wedding and everything, and I've helped out whatever ways I can.
Mm.
Um, but for wedding plan as a whole, I think we're about 70% done with it because we got majority like the venue, photographer, all that stuff already done with. And that's also the reason why we did a 2-year engagement
Right.
to kind of have more time being engaged.
Gives less stress on you when it
Yeah,
comes
exactly.
planning.
So
Yeah.
I think we're in a good space right now, you know.
It's good.
But yeah, I'm involved in a good portion of it, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Not as much as she is, obviously, but
A good portion.
yeah,
Okay.
I have
Where
about where I need to.
is the guest list already set? Like you know who your people are coming and
Well,
all that fun
we
stuff?
just we just do the save a date. So once we
Okay.
get like once we send out actual invitations, once
Yeah.
we know because a lot of her families are New Hampshire and like they have kids,
Yeah,
so
you
it
gotta
just
travel,
varies on
so
her portion of the side. So
okay.
once we have finalized, yeah,
Right.
Nice.
Understandably so. I
yeah,
feel like that's a nightmare. I'm not looking forward to that.
yeah. Like it's
Not
gonna be a
at all.
nightmare just having to see who sits with who, where they
Yeah, the
go,
seating arrangement
like
stuff is even
yeah.
dude, I wanna I'll have my place at a barn and just like some
Well,
hay bales to
that's
sit
what we're
on. Just
doing, but
sit
like we're
wherever you
doing a
want. I
more
don't care.
elegant barn style.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I
It's
need
So
the bar allows.
I don't know if you can give out this information, but
right.
um, on the topic of food, what
Ooh,
what are you wanting?
Yeah.
What are you wanting as your like main course for your wedding?
That's a
If you have not
question.
already planned this.
We did plan it.
Well, it's gonna be catered, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
We just chose the food, so it's like I think it's like smaller foods like burger sliders, you know, I think
Mm,
chicken parm, I believe, stuff like that, you
okay.
know. Very easy food to make.
Yeah.
Um you will probably see me with 2 or 3 plates.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what it sounds
you probably
like.
will see me with some
Yeah.
sauce on my shirt.
Right.
I think me and you
Getting
might have
antsy.
a eating contest.
Dude, if Yo's coming, everybody's
Oh,
losing.
yeah. I'm taking
Everybody's
the
losing.
L.
I
Yeah.
gotta tell us like, hey, there's a
Right.
limit for this guy.
Yeah. Make sure he's full,
Cut
but
off.
nothing more than that. Right?
Yeah, no, but it's very like just like it'll be good food, you
Good.
know, nothing too pricey, you know.
For sure.
If we have the money, we'll be able to do steaks for everybody, but
Right.
you know,
That gets expensive quick.
yeah,
Very
You know what I would want in mind would be a soft serve like ice cream bar.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That would be sweet.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
all the toppings. You got
Yeah.
every sprinkles,
That's
cherry.
relatively cheap too.
Yeah, that would be
probably.
super sweet.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Sugar
cool.
Shack, come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hook us up.
Cater to this wedding.
That would be
Absolutely.
awesome.
It's funny.
So how did you and Sam meet, and how's that relationship blossomed since that
Yeah.
time?
So we met in 2021. That was during my first show. We actually were coworkers at Target.
Dude, you have no idea how many times I've seen that.
Yeah. So
No
like, oh,
idea.
the Target.
Right?
You know, so we met. We were friends for a while, along with like other friends in our department. We hung out as groups and everything, and then around, I believe it was like February of 2021, around there. That's when I kind of asked her out.
Yeah.
Took a few uh asking out to actually, but from there,
Few attempts.
few attempts. Yeah, it wasn't easy to get shot down the first time, but yeah.
Anthony said, "Hey, let's try that again."
And so like, you said no. All right,
Alright.
strike 2.
Hit the rewind button.
Strike
Right.
3. It's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, we did 3, but how about 4?
What I'm hearing is you're persistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
persistence.
Right.
You know, but
Where's your first date?
It's a good question. Do you remember?
yes, I do.
Okay.
You better.
Hopefully, she doesn't listen to this and say you're wrong.
Yeah, no, I took her to. I think we went to, forgot where. It's Twin Ponds.
Okay.
The
You went
ice
ice
skating rink.
skating.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So took her there, and then I think after that we just went out to eat and everything.
That's not bad.
So yeah,
You skate?
I dabble.
It's Apple. No.
Oh
That's
man,
funny.
I'd bust my butt.
The last time I went ice skating, dude, it was a tragedy. That was
I've
miserable.
never ice skated before. I've tried rollerblades
It's so
one time,
hard.
fell on my butt. That's
Yeah.
it. No
Right.
more.
You're like, I'll stick
Yeah.
to the skates. It's
Yeah.
got 4 wheels. I'm chilling. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, our first day was like kind of. It's confusing because when I asked her out, she assumed when we went out it was a date. So there's a lot of like confusion of like that portion, because I asked her out and we were gonna go to Dave and Buster's, and then that was not my intention of a date.
So you can't wait a second. I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm confused. So you asked her out, but not on a date.
It was
What?
So, let me clarify this a little bit.
Please do. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think Steven's confused too.
Yeah.
Very.
I'm
Very
probably,
much so.
I'm probably gonna get called in the office when I go home. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? It was like a lot.
I mean, the doghouse with Leo.
He's on the couch tonight.
I'm on the couch tonight.
Yeah.
No, I asked her out just to hang out, and I go to Dave and Buster's and whatever.
Okay.
She realized it was a first date. I was unaware of that. I thought it was just like
Just y'all hanging out.
Like
just
friends.
hanging out.
Okay.
You know? And then after that, like it was Twin Ponds and everything. Ice cream
Okay.
rink. Then we also went on dates. So who knows?
Anthony doesn't
know.
I
don't know.
He's on the couch.
I did take her to a place where I forget where, but it's overlooking like it's up high in the mountains. It's kind of overlooking like the scenery in Harrisburg, I believe.
Okay. Was it a hike?
No, there was like you drive up a big hill
And
you
there's a
just
little
park your
park
car.
down there?
Yeah, kind of
I know
like,
exactly what you're talking
and then
about.
you kind of face forward and you're looking at. I think it's like around the city island, maybe.
Yeah, it's overlooking City Island.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It's right. It's not far from where Duke's and Dockside Willie's is, and that little strip of restaurant. It's up on the hill right there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. So
Okay.
one of my friends that I don't talk to right now, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, but it's okay. He recommended me of that place, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Then what happened there? Was that like the first time you actually asked her to be your girlfriend or something? Was it,
Dude, I don't even
you don't
know.
remember
I
at
don't
all
like.
what the significance of that place
There's like so many
is?
first dates right now, and my head is spinning right now.
That's okay.
We're getting you in trouble.
That's all right. I'm sorry,
But
Sam.
our like we're celebrating our
Mhm.
anniversary in February.
Okay, cool.
February Valentine's Day is our actual anniversary.
Oh wow,
So
Oh,
I
nice.
asked her out on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
that's a good and a bad idea.
The
At
reason
least your
why I
At least
anniversary
chose
you
is
can
on the
that,
remember
same
it.
day.
I remembered it, but then
Right.
year after year, I realized that it's very hard to get appointments.
Oh, yeah.
Menu at dinners
Yeah.
at restaurants are very selected.
Yeah,
It's everyone's day, not just yours.
correct.
So
Yeah,
I
you're
did
celebrating two things at once.
yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but on that day I took her out. I took her to City Island and we did they had like a horse carriage ride there.
Oh, that's cool.
So I
Just
rented
like
out.
around the island.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
brought up Dave and Buster's. Man, that place is wild.
That place is
There is
fun.
so much going on. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun, but man, it's like
Right? Yeah.
spinning.
If you have a problem with senses, you're going to be overloaded there.
Lights,
I
sounds.
used to go there so much, but now it's like what it's like
Mhm.
there's like not much
Right.
arcades like
Yeah.
that kind of, you know.
It's like an all ages thing, but like I feel like it's more geared towards kids.
Yeah,
So,
like they
yeah.
try to change games, put new ones in every
Mhm.
so often, but
right.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
for
soon
Anthony.
you're gonna see AI robots just walking around there.
It's going to be Bumblebee walking around playing with kids.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. So one special part of your family we haven't talked about yet is your dog. You have a golden retriever.
Yep.
So
I don't think
let's
I knew
hear. Yeah, let's hear a little bit about Leo.
Yeah, so he's about like approaching 2.5 now. Um, he's a lot. That's all I say.
He's a lot.
He's a lot. But he was my first ever dog I actually owned. But he's very special to me. He's actually also my groomsman in the wedding.
No way.
So yeah.
Nice.
Do you have a tux for him?
Not tux, a bow tie.
You can get him a
Mhm.
doggy bow tie. That would be
Yeah,
great.
that's where we got him. We
Sweet.
got him in it. Yeah,
Nice.
he's great. No, he's very well behaved. But yeah, I love taking care of him, having time with him. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get a dog. You two both have friggin' dogs. I want
How
one.
are you?
I-
Get something.
Him
Yeah,
and
I
Freddie
know.
had fun. 4th of July.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's cool.
Freddie was he was running all around there.
He was going wild.
Yeah,
He seems like such a cool dog. I have yet to meet Freddie.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's the best. I got to bring him into the gym sometime.
that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or next time, whenever we go play ball in the summertime, we
Yeah.
can bring the dogs with us.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
yeah. But Leo is he is a golden who does not like going to the pool.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't.
He doesn't like water?
He's fine, but he just won't go in.
You were holding him in the 4th of July in the
Did I-
pool,
was
weren't
I?
you? I think you were.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't go in. You were like
No,
holding
he
him.
will splash, put his paws and everything,
Yeah.
make bubbles and everything, but he won't voluntarily just jump in. It's like
He doesn't like
some,
to swim.
but he can swim. If
Mm.
I needs to be in the water because it's too hot, I have to grab him
Yeah.
and put him in the water, and then once I'm there, then he can go. But
Relaxes.
he's a baby. That's all. He's a baby.
That's what it
They
sounds
all
like.
He knows he thinks he's tough, which he can be, but he
Right.
is also a baby.
He's a
But
child.
I got very lucky with him because we got it from like a breeder.
Mhm.
Actually, Sienna recommended a
The
breeder for
breeder.
me
Okay.
in Carlisle. So it was him and another golden, and he was like, "We'll call it out, all right." And you know, I'm kind of glad we went with this one because the other one will be like 3 times more energetic.
Really?
So yeah,
You got the calm one.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and
Okay.
that was like their favorite one.
Really?
And it looks like Leo was like he looked up to more to like guys and everything because I
Mm.
guess his breeder was like older,
Right.
like and so but yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. So ever since then, good relationship, you know.
Well, it would be rough for him for him to have a bad relationship with you. That would be
Yeah.
You determined that one.
There comes times where he needs to,
No. Right.
you know, like all dogs,
Right.
but he's good behaved, you know.
That's cool.
Felt like I got very lucky just being able to train him.
Yeah.
Often because I feel like that's something where a lot of dog parents
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like you still train Freddie. like every so often, take some walks.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He loves his walks and he
Oh,
loves
yeah.
the snow.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I bet he's super happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was taking leave off yesterday on a walk, and then he loves playing on in the snow. And then what was I doing? I got a snowball and I just started throwing it. And when I landed, he thought it was a ball, so he was just digging everywhere. And then
He's looking for it.
I just keep doing that every time. And then Sam's like, "Why are you traumatizing him? It's fun." Well, it's fun. He starts to
Oh,
like
man.
jump and like, all right,
We don't deserve dogs, man. They're
no,
freaking amazing.
cool. No, they're
All right, so you did compete a couple times, right? So you kind of have your eyes set on a new challenge or goal right now, and that's powerlifting, right?
right, yeah.
How's that process been? I know, Malachi, you've been programming for him. Is that right?
Yeah.
How's that going right now?
It's going good for the most part. It's been a while since I did like a lot of those squats, deadlifts, and
How sore are you right now?
like right now I'm okay.
So in all honesty, right now
Yeah.
we're not pushing super hard.
No,
I programmed Anthony a very basic intro to powerlifting program.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy just yet.
Yeah.
Once I think this one's running until the beginning of January, and then we're gonna ramp things up a little bit more.
Ooh.
I want to make sure we're taking like an hour or so after we're done here to go through form for everything to make sure everything's right before we start pushing heavy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But sorry, go ahead.
no, but yeah, overall it's going well. Learning a lot of things about just as simple as so many cues you need just to bench properly, deadlift, squat. So it's not just putting the bar up or picking it up and just doing a rep. It's
the technique. It's
you
it's
have to make
everything.
sure your whole body has to be tight.
Yeah.
Everything's engaged.
And then squat would be something that's going to be a slower process, just having to know form because my knee are just. We talked about this. Like I had ACL surgery like in 2021, so that's something where it's going to take some time just to get the movements.
Yeah.
Everything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I know. Just with working with Wendy for the women's powerlifting meet, like being able to do that I was getting out of my comfort zone, doing something different, and you helped me a little bit with that. I definitely don't have the extensive like background that you do, but it's fascinating, like the difference between the two worlds, right? But there's just something so cool about powerlifting. It's just, I mean, getting your technique and your form down like just perfect, and like how that can propel you to like just lift so much heavier. You know, if everything is dialed in perfectly.
Yep. I think I don't want it to get lost. Like you put Wendy through her powerlifting meet. Her first bench attempt, I hope she hears this. Her first bench attempt didn't go great, right? We all saw it. We were all there. And then for anybody that wasn't there, Steven stepped in A as her coach and B as her spotter for her second bench attempt, and it made all the difference, right? Like she was more comfortable, she was more confident, she was controlled. Everything changed from the moment that you stepped in as her coach to be there for her, and she did phenomenal
She
at that
crushed
meet,
it.
which is incredible. I couldn't have been more proud of her and Sarah and Jen. Fantastic.
Yeah, all those ladies, every lady there was just incredible. So
absolutely. But can you talk a little bit about how that kind of inspired you to switch your focus from bodybuilding to a little bit more of a
so after that meet, I just realized that I just have much more of a passion and enjoyment having to hit big numbers, hit PRs and everything. Bodybuilding is great, but just being able to lift much heavier and feel much better about yourself is something that I'm really excited about.
That's fair.
So I have a question for you guys, okay? About mindset, right? So we have bodybuilding with powerlifting. You both know kind of the differences between each.
Yeah.
But I want to hear from each of you, like, what do you feel are the main differences, especially things that you apply in your own training that make you successful. But what are the differences between mindset as far as like you going into a powerlifting, just a session or a meet, whatever it may be, as compared to just training for bodybuilding? How is that shift for both of you?
Go ahead. I'll let you speak on the
Okay.
bodybuilding side of that first.
Yeah, and then you can touch on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So bodybuilding deals with a lot of mental aspect of it. It's going to be moments where you do want to quit during like a 6 month prep. But it deals more about just having to push and push, and you're just aiming for more overall starvation, leanness. You're not going to have energy just to do anything. The closer to your show, it's going to be much more harder. So you're at a very low body fat percentage, and that's very hard just to maintain overall for a healthy individual. Not ideal for someone who wants to do a show, ideal, but it's great to keep that short term so it doesn't go long term.
So as far as training perspective, we know that powerlifting is heavier loads, more rest periods, long rest periods, kind of lower overall volume as compared to bodybuilding, where we're focused on more time under significant tension, more volume overall, a bit higher rep, shorter, less short rest periods as compared to strength training. Let's say you're going into just a bodybuilding style workout, right? What is your mindset like doing that as compared to coming in knowing you're about to pull like 450 deadlift or something? Like how is that shift?
Speak on the training side of that.
Yeah.
Right.
I think for me personally, I'm not aiming to push a lot of weight. I'm just aiming to get to, how I put this in a way. I'm not aiming to hit like a PR for powerlifting per se, but I'm just getting my heart rate high enough, just to burn extra calories as well. That's kind of my take on that though.
So I can kind of speak a little bit on both because I used to do a little bit of both, more so power building, right? A little bit of bodybuilding while doing squat, bench, and deadlift.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know enough about bodybuilding to say, when you're going into a workout with the goal of competing in a show, it's not so much as the quality of every rep doesn't have to be exactly the same. It should, right?
Yeah.
But the volume's higher. You know that if you have one bad set, it's really not the end of the world.
Right.
Right. You can do an extra set after you've recovered a little bit and you're going to be okay. Right. And that volume will count. You'll get that growth that you need from that session. When it comes to powerlifting and Olympic lifting and the way that Anthony's starting to do, you go into a session and if you miss a rep, like my coach has a rule, if I miss 3 attempts at any weight, I can't continue. Right? Because that's exactly what it's going to be like.
Session's done. Right.
Yeah. That lift is done. I move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's exactly what it's like in competition. Right? Once you get a little bit more used to it, if you miss 3 attempts, we're not doing it again. We're moving on. Right? Yeah. We need to change something. Yeah. I don't want to say it's like a do or die mentality, but that really is kind of the case when it comes to Olympic lifting or powerlifting. You have 1 attempt up to 3, I suppose, at a weight that has the potential to hurt you very, very badly.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
When it comes to deadlifting, you're pulling so much weight. If your technique's not right, right. And then for squatting, if you're not doing something right or you're not braced properly, right? If one part of that movement is wrong at the highest level, whole thing's scrapped. Right? Yep. On a hack bodybuilder, you can have a bad rep and still be okay.
Right.
In a bodybuilding or a powerlifting sense, if you have a bad rep, like something can go really wrong. Right? For me, if I snatch wrong, right, my shoulder's toast. Yeah. Right? Or it's going to drop on my back and I'm going to be hurt. So it takes a different kind of mentality to do like powerlifting and Olympic lifting than it does bodybuilding, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. It's similar in the way that it's extreme, right? But in the way that like I can just do another rep, or like I can just do another set. In that case, you're putting 99 to 100% of everything you have into a set.
Yeah.
And then you're toast. Like you're gassed.
Yeah.
After a super heavy squat set we haven't done yet together,
Right.
you won't want to do more.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. And that's kind of like the difference. Like with bodybuilding, right? We use this RPE, RIR scale where we're like ramping up to a top failure set, right? So like, maybe set 1, 2, we're still getting dialed in, working up this top failure. So we're like more physique based, right? And then the difference between like powerlifting is where like every set is like you're pushing the limits.
Yeah.
Right. There's no like ramping up. Yeah, you're ramping up, but your set are like they're performance based.
Your working sets are going to be hard.
Yes. Yep.
It is not going to be easy powerlifting set. For a perfect example, it's like a hack squat, very low fatigue, right? You're going to feel it in your quads and your knees, right? Completely understandable. That's the goal, right? After a workout, a set heavy squats, your whole body is fatigued, right?
The systemic demand of that is so much higher than the local that we focus more on body protective. So just the recovery from that too is wild.
It's hard. Yeah. And it takes some time to get used to. What I do, especially Olympic lifting, and you'll get a little bit more when we start to ramp things up, is it's very, very systemically fatiguing overall, and you have to build up that tolerance. Right. Overall, right now, I would say I'm much better than where I was a year ago when I started. Right. At first, it's going to feel like you got hit by a truck every session when done right. Unfortunately, but
you ready for that?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's very different, right? It's not going to be like I can't walk because my hamstring specifically are sore. It's going to be like, ouch, in general.
Yeah, that's kind of why, like, the reason why I kind of want to take a shift from bodybuilding. I enjoyed it as a passion, but to a point where I kind of want to just try something different.
Shift your focus.
Yeah, exactly.
And eat more food.
Yeah, that's a completely other different topic. Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of want to end it on this. I don't know if you have these maybe in your head floating around somewhere, but do you have like specific number goals for the big three? For your bench, deadlift, and squat that you would want to hit?
Well, when years ago when I did my first show, my coach had me squat, and I think my last time I hit like a really heavy I was like around like 500. So that would be great or more to squat that much with proper form and with any injuries.
And that cannot be easy, but you are a tall man. Right? You got long legs, and that means more range of motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Levers are not great for squatting.
Yes.
We're going to
And
work
then,
on it.
like deadlift something where I never deadlift before. I knew the concept of behind it, but I never practiced before I started working here. So that's something where I kind of want to go take it easy, but progress from there. And then bench is something where it's kind of just see what I can do,
Yeah. So a little bit of background, if hopefully you're okay, stop me if it's not. The other day I was in between sessions and Anthony was benching, and he was benching by 99% of people's standards. His bench was fine, right? I walked up to him and said that pretty much everything was wrong, right? For a bodybuilder, his bench would have been fine. For a power lifter,
completely different.
Everything was too loose from his feet all the way up to his lats. His head was off of the pad. It's everything. And the same weight he was pushing beforehand was flying on the next couple sets because almost everything else was fixed.
Right.
And get that technique right. The numbers are going to go up, and you'll just feel better doing it because it's going to feel easier.
Right.
Yeah. Once you gave me those tips, I just felt very controlled.
Felt strong.
Exactly. Like that. I don't know what I had on. I think I had like 245s inside.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No,
are you inflating numbers over here?
Wait, no, sorry. I said 2. Sorry. 140. Yeah, and 10.
You were at 155. Yeah, no.
No, so like after like the first one when you saw me, it was just it was awkward.
Yeah.
It was awkward. And then when I did the that's where it felt very controlled, easy to push her,
smooth.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
smooth. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm excited. Very,
Yeah,
very
man.
excited.
Excited to see this journey.
Soon I could put like 3 or 4 plates on each side, and boom.
Yeah.
Can't get too big now because you've already been sued for your tucks, right?
That is a good point.
You won't have to adjust
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Well, we went for a tux fitting last week, last Tuesday, I believe.
Okay.
And then the lady was like, if it's normal for people to lose weight or anything, but we need at least notice. And then everyone looks at me, like, why look at me? Because I'm the only one that's gonna either go up
or lose weight.
or lose weight.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that
yeah.
makes sense. That's super cool.
But yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited. All righty.
Sweet.
Wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to cover? I don't think so. I think that's just about it.
Appreciate you being on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having
It's
me.
a lot of fun as always.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Anthony.
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Good work.
Mr.
Yeah.
Steven, good job.
Yeah, dude. You too.
All righty, guys. We will catch you guys later. We have a little bit of a break, but they won't really notice that. So
Yeah, we'll have a podcast coming out on the 17th. So common misconceptions within the fitness industry. And then we'll have a little break until the new year. So
yeah,
for all you guys out there,
yeah. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
And
We'll catch you in
Happy New Year.
2026.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Bye,
Peace
guys.
out, guys. See ya.
Anthony, you suck.
You suck.
That was fun.
Yep.